The difference between success and failure isn't talent, it's this one decision you make every single day. What's up, everyone? So, today we're tackling life's most haunting question: is it all worth it? I don't know if you think about this, but I keep thinking about this like all the time. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're grinding for that exam, building that business, chasing that goal, constantly asking yourself, is all this sacrifice actually going to pay off one day? I know what you're thinking, because I also keep thinking the same thing. Because sometimes you study, especially if you're in college or like university, maybe you are in school and you are studying for 3 hours straight, and sometimes you think, is all this studying going to pay off? Or you might be like, building some kind of business, and maybe you are sleeping way less than you used to, so this is something you lose your sleep over. So is this worth it? And sometimes you just doubt yourself. You keep asking if all this success is finally going to pay off. Maybe it won't. That doubt is always on your mind for some reason. I don't know why. So here's what I learned from both failing and succeeding. In my opinion, success is always worth it. So if the success you are striving towards is worth it, then I think the hard work that you put in is also worth it. But only if you are willing to put in 100% of the work. If you only put in 50% of the work, then it's pretty obvious you're only going to get 50% of the results. So time and time again, I see people put in it 50% or 70% of the effort. But so they put in 50% of the effort, or even 70%, and then they expect 100% of the results. That's just not how life works. That's not how the universe works. If you put in 70% or even 50% of the works, that's just maths. You put in 50%, you get half the results. So if you study for an exam only half as much as you could, and you spend the other half looking at your phone or your computer or playing games, you do something that's not going to that's not like studying, and that's not going to contribute for your exam, then the math is pretty simple. You are only going to get 50% of the results. That's how the teachers mark the papers. That's how like the algorithm or whatever the thing that's correct in your exam papers works. If you put in 50%, you're going to get 50% of the marks. Now if you put in 100% of your effort, you might at least get 90, 85, something along those lines. So if you put in 70%, you might get 60 or 50. If you put 50%, you might get even worse marks. Crazy how that works. So that's pretty much life. You have to keep that in mind. Let's talk about something else. The law of consistent efforts. This is really important. Success requires two things: luck and consistency. Let me say that again. Luck and consistency. That is two different things. Luck, consistency. Which one of these is bigger? Luck or consistency? Which one of these can you control? Luck or consistency? You can't really control this right here. You can't really control luck. So what you can control is this big stick right here. You can control consistency, but you cannot control your luck. Luck is sort of like the universe's way of showing something to you or giving something to you because you are consistent. If you keep doing the same thing, then the universe is going to present you with this right here, luck. So yeah, forget about this. size doesn't matter, but size does matter in this case. You have control of your consistency, so focus on consistency, and in return the universe will give you this. All right, so it's pretty simple, because just think about it. If you create content, or if you study for an exam, or if you practice for sports, If you try to get a girlfriend, you go out and speak to women or people. If you're trying to make friends, you go out and try to meet new people. Then if you do this every single day, eventually it will pop off. If you create content every day, eventually one video will pop off. If you study for an exam every day, eventually when you have the exam, you will have good results. If you keep talking to people every day, eventually you are going to meet someone that kind of vibes with you, and not a random girl that just doesn't really click with you. That's not going to work anyway. So if you do sales, by the way, if you take cold calls every day, then eventually you are going to land a client. That's just how maths and the game of probabilities work. So consistency is the name of the game, guys. Keep that in mind. Alright, now let's talk about the 100% rule. Yeah, I don't have any more things that I can show you. So I guess I'll just take this stick as another example. 100% rule. Basically, you have to go all in. You can't go 50%. You can't be a minute man. You have to go 100% to get 100% of the results. So in your mind, if you keep thinking, oh man, is this going to be worth it? Am I trying hard enough? Oh man, am I wasting all my time by focusing on this one thing? Am I missing out on the other thing? FOMO also kicks in. FOMO means fear of missing out. So if you want something, then just focus 100% of your energy towards that one thing, and that's the 100% rule. Go all in, like balls deep. Go the fuck in. By doing this, you eliminate doubt. All the doubts in your head will go away if you focus on 100%. Alright? And by doing this, you will gain momentum. Momentum is really important if you want to get to a certain point. Okay? If you don't go 100% and you don't do it consistently, it will be like this, really small steps. But if you do it consistently and you give it 100% over a long period of time, you will leap towards your goal. Alright, the progress that you make will be so huge that you won't even doubt your own thoughts. Alright, so to end the video off, all I have to say is put in the 100% of the effort if you really want it, and then you will get it. Okay, some people are really lucky. Maybe that's not you, maybe that's not me. I know certainly I'm not really a lucky person, but that doesn't mean we have to stop trying, right? Because luck comes down to consistency. If you do something long enough, then eventually luck is going to find you. So yeah, some people are really lucky, some people just don't do any work but they get the thing anyways, which is really not really fair, but that's just life again. How the universe works. If you want something hard enough, then you will eventually get it. So yeah, that's going to be all. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. That will help the algorithm. So yeah, thank you. Bye.